Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures, and I gotta admit, this is a really tough scenario. I think I underestimated it at first, so just to review, all Banes are harder by 4, and whenever you defeat a monster, you have to basically make an impossible check or fight a henchman, which is harder by 4, and at the start of the henchman's thing for these hounds, you have to make a hard check or the difficulty increases by 2. So these henchmen are basically at a difficulty bonus of 6, and you have to fight one every single time you fight a monster, which is really difficult because the henchmen have a pretty tough combat check to start with, so no one can really make those checks automatically, and it ends up being a real drag. So it's a tough scenario. Now the first 2 times I did it, I had lower hand size, which was just really fucking awful. So this time, the reason I'm starting in media res is that I wanted to mulligan the wild card. So I'm being honest about what I did here. I mulliganed and forfeited any scenario that had an extra monster in the location, and I mulliganed the hand size. And I mulliganed, like, driving rain, I think. Basically, anything that would make the monsters harder, I mulliganed. So what we got here was not ideal, but I had so many mulligans in effect, you know, that I couldn't be too picky. So I got an additional barrier in each location, which obviously sucks. And then a full packs, which is basically a blank. It really doesn't affect very much at all. So that's that. Sela does not have a weapon in her opening hand, which is not good. And there's a monster there. So I definitely don't want to fight this monster because I'd have to fight this monster. And then, on top of that, I'd have to then fight a Hound of Lemish too, so I don't really see the point of this. Alright, I guess we're gonna move to the Thessalonian dungeon, and hope that the card on top is not a monster. Let me see if Sione has Augury or Scrying. She does. Now, this isn't the best place to scry. Oh, I could have scried the shrine, actually. Well, no, the best place to scry is definitely this place with the 6 monsters. Does Ezran have Augury? Ezran has 2 Auguries. Okay, so we're not going to scry that. I guess we're going to scry this place because it's got 4 monsters in it. Shoot, maybe I should have actually scroed the Shrine of Lemish too. And that way I could have just had Sela continue exploring there. Well, come on, let's find the villain. Alright, we got the henchman there. Well, that's kind of good. That's one place that we'll be able to close quickly, which is nice. But now it does mean that Sela here is gonna be just going in blind and potentially getting fucked up the butthole. Well, let's try it. No monster, please. Alright, it's a cryptic message. So this is actually a really good one to see. I mean, I can't make it, obviously. It would be nice to examine the top 2 cards and put them back in any order, but to do that I would have to spend some friggin' blessings, and I just don't think that that's actually worth doing. I mean, how much would I have to spend? If I flip a card and I play the Yabba Dabba Doo, Gorham is the current one, which isn't something anybody has, I don't think. Yeah, no. So, there's no intelligence blessings either. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. I mean, I could do like a total Hail Mary. Let me take a quick look, actually. Let's just see. Okay, so if I flip a card... Right, you can't take back flipping a card. I forgot about that. Well, we're going for it then. 66%, huh? 66%. Now, why am I able to play Blessing of the Gods? Oh, because I can match it to this. Interesting. I didn't realize you could use, excuse me, Blessings of the Gods like that. Okay, I'm going to do it. 66 is a bit low. 90 is much better. So, 9 out of 10 chance I make it. I do make it. This is a nice barrier because it's banished upon being defeated, but I just kind of want to know what's happening. Alright, so we got this. Now, this does not get resisted by Sione. This thing is garbage. So, let me think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this. Play the Troubadour. Get this spell. And I'm not going to try to even pick it up. I really just don't even want this thing. I mean, yeah, I guess I could just take it and use it, but no, this thing is just so bad. I don't even want it. And there's a chance that I will get to banish a spell at some point and get a better spell from the box. So let's get rid of this. And now let's Healing Poultice and hopefully get 3 or 4. Alright, I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. So I get most of my cards back. And I obviously don't want to fight now, because I would have to... Well, actually, hell, hold up. I could actually fight this. I'm going to do this. Yeah, alright. Fuck you, Goblin Commando. Let's go ahead and discard this to go again. Now, here's what's going to happen. This thing is going to actually do a ranged combat damage to me, which I can recharge my armor to block. And now I am bare fisting it, which is, you know, a little tough because this thing's at 13. But 13's about as low as we could possibly get these days. So now, anybody got a strength for me or something? Nope. Okay, so Harsk will now shoot an arrow. Okay, 97%. And what's going to happen now is... Geez, I thought that was going to fail, but I guess that's a 7. I thought that was a 1. Oh, geez. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to, like, fail the stealth check and get blasted by the hound, but it doesn't actually make any difference because my hand's empty, so I don't care if it's a hand wipe. It does suck that I lost an armor, and I got to admit... A lot of these character alts have less armor. Like Scylla has 1 less armor, and Amiri, I think, has 1 less armor, and Kira has 1 less armor. And I gotta say, like, for this scenario, each additional armor would actually be kind of nice. I'm even thinking about taking a card feat for armor. Treacherous as that is, I feel like I'm, you know, betraying humanity by saying anything good about armor cards, but for some of these scenarios, just being able to block all the damage is so damn good. Alright, so Mary's up here at the town square, just over here. Alright, let's go ahead and get going. Star Knife. Now, I actually would like to pick this up so I can discard it to explore again. Norgorgberg. So if someone did have a Blessing of the Gods, it would give me 2 dice. But again, I can just use their own blessing to have them explore. This would only be good if someone could have actually recharged a blessing. Yeah, I'll take a 1 in 6 chance. Alright, doesn't happen. One thing I like about putting Amiri in the town square is that she is likely to get extraneous weapons, and so she can, like, discard those weapons and continue drawing from her deck. Alright, so here we go. We got a ghoul, which is a little bit annoying. Do I take an 84% chance at the reroll? Probably not. So Harsky McHarskerson, why don't you recharge that guy? Alright, I would have made it without Harsk's help, but that's fine. So now we fail the stealth check, of course. I wish this let you use your stats instead of just being a raw stealth. It's just so annoying that most characters just cannot avoid fighting the hound. 29, see, like 29% with like the highest strength character in the damn game. But all right, I'm just gonna have Harsk take a total support roll here. Just a total support roll, just recharging these blessings. Still not enough. Oh, you have a strength? Alright. I should have played that earlier, but okay. God, that was way too close. I had a reroll on this. And I had the armor to block it as well, so it wasn't that bad. Now let's recharge Staff of Healing. I'm not going to discard the armor to go again, because of course I don't want to give up armor. But yeah, let's see. Do I want to pull anyone to the garrison? Not really, so I guess we're fine here. And okay, let's try to recharge my strength. Nice. Okay, and we're done. All right, that's pretty good pair of pickups. So Ezrin's up. Now I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna cast Augury at this location, try to put some monsters on the bottom. Then I'm gonna go close the Old Light. I think I have a couple of combat spells. I got a Fiery Bolt and a Scorching Ray. Yeah, we're good. So we're gonna Augur. And, okay, could have been better. I really hope for 3 monsters in a place where 6 out of 11 cards are monsters, but it's not the end of the world. That's 2 free explorations, which is pretty damn good. And, I also can't really complain too much because I am gonna close a location now. So, like, it's not a bad start. It's not a bad start. I'm okay with how this is going so far. Let's go to the Old Light. Now, this should be pretty easy. Should be. So we do this, counter this bitch, and combat. I'm gonna just go all out, I think. 54%, good. Groveling Gravy Jones. Alright, let's recharge a blessing. 84%, still not quite good enough. Oh man, well this is a rechargeable one I guess, so we'll use that. 97 I guess is gonna have to make do. Okay. Good times. Let's recharge this thing. There's a I think on top is my sage, right? That is right, because it was off my, yep, that was a waste of time. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're not gonna get anything. Got lucky on the recharge at least, so that's good. And now, I don't have invisibility to block this from happening. But I do have a Force Bolt, and a Force Bolt's my absolute best spell because I get my power card bonus to it. Oh, I would have made this the first time. See, I have Force Bolt, which gives me an extra +2, 54% odds. Jesus! H, mother of Jones. I'm losing all my cards here with Harsk. 84%. Well, how much do I care? I don't have a Sahedron medallion, so I'm losing legit cards if I fail this. But I mean, I gotta take some risks somewhere. Gotta take some risks somewhere. Let's just go for it. God, that was really close. Okay. So taking some risks. They're paying off at the moment. Oh man, if I had one more arcane like the regular Ezra, I could have gotten my Force Bolt back. That's quite bad. It's just too bad. Oh yeah, and this is harder. Oh, this is harder because of those damn hounds. It's not an auto succeed. Well, someone's gonna have to spend a blessing on me then to make sure I make this. I did have a 1 in. Oh, I actually would have. Oh, no, I would have made it. 3 would have been enough to make it. But anyway, I'm obviously not gonna take that a 1 in 6 chance of failing. That would have been crazy. I closed the location. This is for seeing if I have to end the turn now. Oh, I have to end the turn. Whoopity-doo. Whoopity-doo. Okay. Sione's up. We got some story time here. Did Sela get a friggin' weapon at the end of her turn? Did she really draw her full hand and not get a weapon? Tell me that's not the case. Alright, she has a Warhammer +2. Okay. Okay. So, Sione's up. We got what? We got a bunch of cards to go here. We got 2 weapons and a wand. Alright, I guess we'll have to just go. Interesting. Now, do I want to get 1d4 random new spells? Let me think about that. I mean, I know that Sela passed up on that spell, but that was a shitty spell. These are random spells. Who knows? They might be good. I am kind of giving up on an extra exploration by doing this. What spells could I get? Well, I can get one of those, like, sweet deck 5 spells. No, I think that extra explorers are just too valuable this scenario, and I am done with this scenario. I want to win. So we're just going to banish this thing and give up on those spells. It's still overall pretty lucky that I got just a free barrier that didn't actually hurt me. Goblin War Chanter. Shit, this is kind of her, oh my god, I can use a Wand of Scorching Ray on this. Oh my god, that's actually really good. Holy shit, that's good. Okay. Let's get 96% odds. Okay, I'm not getting any ridiculously stupid bad rolls, which is good. Alright, now I do have to fight a Hound of Lamashtu here. I've got a Poison Blast for that. So I have a pretty decent chance of making it. Gotta fail this Wisdom check first, though. And you did, yeah, whatever. It doesn't actually matter. And Poison Blast. Blorp, 75%. Well, it's a hand wipe if I fail, so Harsk is gonna go ahead and shoot away one of his weapons. So now the question is, do I want to keep exploring? Sela is here and she does have a cure, and I just got a Troubadour. But the problem is every check is now harder by 2. I think it's just going to cascade a lot. I'm going to stop. So we're just going to stop, drop, and roll. Alright, teleport. That could be nice. We'll see if I need that or not. Here I have to be careful because I have to save a blessing to banish. Now, as long as I banish a blessing from, you know, earlier decks, this isn't even that good of a blessing necessarily. I'm fine, but I do have to make sure I save this blessing to banish it because I don't want to banish my Unity blessing. This is from deck 3. Oh, I could pick that up as well. But anyway, I definitely don't want to banish a good blessing. That's all I'm trying to say here. Yabba Dabba Doo's truth telling. Well, I don't see any reason to spend resources on that. Now I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I get a monster. This is so good if it can blow up a monster, so I don't have to fight a Hound of Lamashtu. Come on. Ah. It was a shitty blessing. Alright, well, I'm going to recharge this blessing to go again. We got a locked passage. I got a bad feeling about this. Melee. Well, definitely better than Dexterity Disable, but we're looking pretty gruff and tumble here. Anybody? Did somebody get a Torag? You got a Torag? Alright. So that's 2 dice. 59%. This is not a discard. This is not an automatically banishing barrier. Alright, 59 is too low. We're going to take 88% odds. Wow, that was a very high set of dice. Alright, so now I get an Orb of Storms. Take a quick look at what this thing is. Display this card. Yep, this is good. This is really good. So I'll try to pick it up next time. I'm not going to put it on the bottom. Now, that is a bit greedy, admittedly. But I want that item. I think it can help in this scenario, especially because I'm adding 2d4 to someone's checks. That's really good when people have to do a lot of combat. Net of Snaring. Evade a monster. Yeah, so this is not going to evade the hounds. It's not worth going after. If I had just revealed this, I actually would have picked it up. I would have picked it up. I just don't know why I didn't reveal the tunic. I forgot about it. Whoops. Alright, well, there's Pallegina, which is a nice pickup, although I don't think I'm gonna... Wisdom, I could guess maybe get her if I'm very lucky. Alright. What's here? We don't know. Alright, so we're scouting the dungeon. Getting rid of a half plate. Well, it could have been nice to pick up the half plate given the situation, but that's fine. Do I need to heal Sione? I don't think I do. So we're gonna go back to the shrine and we're gonna fight this Liriana character. Blorp. Alright, now I'm not gonna do diplomacy, although my diplomacy is good because then I would not have the magic trait, so it wouldn't be defeated. So I'm gonna reveal the hammer. And we're going to flip a card. And Harsk has a full hand of shit now. I guess we're gonna recharge the Black Arrow Ranger 97. Alright. And next, we gotta fight a hound. Okay, I don't have armor here to block. Oh, I should have Hail Married this wisdom check. That would have been smart to do. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's flip a card. 4%. 39%. Oh, yeah, 39%. Woo, okay. I guess I don't need this one because I have my Black Arrow Longbow. 81%. Alright, let's put the Incendiary Cloud on display here. Notice that made a really big difference. Went up from like 81 to 98. And now, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore once with it. Well, no, hang on. If I explore the Troubadour and yeah, no, this is not a good idea. I'm going to cure first, even though there's a chance that I end up wasting it. Some healing, I do not. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip a card to try to save this cure. And save it. And now I have to think if I want to explore and find a blessing. If I find a blessing here, I'd have to discard the other two cards in my hand, so I'm going to pass. Hopefully I can scout away a blessing. Yeah, nice. So this was going to deal 2 damage to me. Instead it goes harmlessly to the bottom. Alright, there's a medallion. That's good. That gives me a little bit of flexibility against the hounds. Alright, Amiri's up. Battered chest. I really couldn't care less about items, and this does banish if I fail. Now, this is actually nice. I mean, I don't mind picking this up. I'm not counting on, like, banishing items or anything here, and I can discard them to keep exploring through the town square. Alright, we got a Potion of Ruggedness and an Orb of Ice. Now, the Orb of Ice is actually pretty good. This is actually really good. This is a 2d4. So, I'm not going to use it, because if I use it as a mirror, it'll get banished. I'm going to discard it to explore. Keep on going through this. Alright, Detect Evil. That's a nice pickup. Alright, let's just take my 2/3 odds of getting it. Of course I failed. That's unfortunate. Now I have to decide what am I going to banish in order to close this place. I could banish the Sage or the Potion. It feels good to discard the Potion to explore again, but then again, if I find the Henchman, I'm going to have to banish the Sage. If I explore with the Sage... no, it's fine. I don't mind banishing a Sage to close this location. That's fine. I got a Zuvuzeg. Alright, I'm not getting this thing. It's not happening. Now, if I go again, what do I banish to explore this place? It would have to be this Unity of Shellin, which is a deck 4 blessing. I don't particularly want to banish that. I definitely don't want to banish my loot weapon. So, yes, I would have to banish this Lesser Bolstering Armor, which not that I'm that excited about it, but it's annoying in the short term in this scenario to lose an armor, because it's a get out of jail free card against the Hound. So I'm going to just pass here. Alright, so I'm down to about 1/3 of my time. I've only closed 1 location. Oh, God, that's not good. Alright, well, nothing much for me to do. I guess I'm going to go here and fight a little bit with Ezrin. Oh, there's a lot to get through here. Jesus. And I've actually only got 1 combat card. Oh, man, really? I don't want to be here. Why am I here? I should have gone to the prison. Shoot. I should have gone to the prison, and I should have tried to pick up Pallegina. Oh, man. I don't want to fight him. I didn't realize I only had 1 combat card. Now, Augury here is useless, because I've already augured 2 monsters to the bottom, so if I augur, there's only a 1 in 3 chance of finding the henchman or villain, and if I don't, it's just a wash. So I'm not super thrilled about that, but I mean, if I do fight a monster, I would have to then use the Medusa Mask to evade the Hound, or else hand wipe. And I don't want to give up my Medusa Mask because it's nice to have it as insurance in case I find the villain. I can leave the villain stranded on top. Oh man, this is a tough one. I definitely regret moving here. That was a careless decision. So I have to decide what is the lesser of the two evils. The lesser of the two evils, I think, is to explore and just lose the mask. Ezrin has only got a 1 in 6 chance of being the one to find the villain anyhow, so I feel like that's the best move I got. Alright, there's a siren, which is kind of annoying. At least we can use a sage on it. And anybody got like one of those shellens? Oh, fox will help, okay. Alright, improved guidance. That's pretty flexible though. It's pretty darn flexible. I'm not sure I want to commit that to this. There's a favor of shellen over here. This will be 2 dice. Sure. What's the point of holding on to it if you never use it? Alright, so the siren goes down. And now we have this stealth check. I mean, I could try to make this check, I guess. But each die only adds... Each blessing only adds 1 because it's stealth, it's not dexterity. Doesn't really matter what I do. It's not good. Oh, man. Do I really just let it go with the Medusa Mask? Yep, I'm gonna use the Medusa Mask. And hopefully I don't run into the villain. Oh my god, did I like miss the opportunity to Medusa Mask or something? Oh, it's when you encounter a monster from a location deck. Wait, I have a Scorching Ray? Really? I actually have a Scorching Ray here. Oh, right! Because the Siren didn't use up a combat spell. It was a Wisdom monster. Well, that kind of worked out, I guess. Wow, that was very interesting. This Eagle's not worth it. I'm going to recharge it as a thing. I definitely need a lot of help on this. Did you have a... Oh, man, I thought you had a Blessing of Pharasma, but I guess that must have been a long time ago. 69, huh? I could add an extra D4 by recharging this card and discarding a spell. You know, I don't think I need Stride. I think I'm fine without Stride. It should be okay. 85% is a loose roll, as you can see. But, Jesus, that was way too loose. Alright, there's the detective. This will be nice. I'll be able to use him next time. The more that I can avoid in this place, the better. So I have to decide what to do. If I do Augury, there's a 3 out of 8 chance that I find the henchman or villain. If I don't, then these guys get shuffled back in. There are now still 3 weapons here that I have not found. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Haste, and if I find a monster, I'm just gonna Medusa Mask it. But I'm hoping I get one of these damn weapons. I just want to make some progress. It's an enchanter. Oh god, that's definitely not what I wanted. Not even close. I got lucky at least on my haste recharge. Let's evade this enchanter and stop my turn. Well, I could actually Augury now. Knowing I get rid of an enchanter, these things are not as bad as the enchanters are. So I'm gonna actually hedge my bets a bit. I'm gonna cast Augury here. Wait. Oh, shoot, this is annoying. Okay, so there's a hound, and then the enchanter is going to go back on top of the hound. I did not realize that the enchanter wasn't... Oh, right, no, that's my mistake. It's not a bug. I should have waited for my turn to end and then cast Augury, because then the enchanter would have gone back on top, and I could have put the hound there. Shit, so now there's an enchanter in the way that is just super annoying. I guess I'm going to have to ditch my Sleepless Detective to avoid fighting the enchanter, because I just don't see a point in fighting the enchanter, and, then having to lose 2 cards and fight the hound and all that shit just to get to the thing. Okay, Sione's up. She should be getting close to the henchman here. Of course, if it's the villain, it's gonna be a bad situation, but, I mean, I gotta keep going. It's the henchman. Alrighty. Well, this is gonna be a little bit of a tough one, because I've only got 1 combat spell, and I don't think I can make that stealth check to avoid fighting the other one. So how do I do it exactly? I mean, I could just discard a card and then use the Sahedron Medallion to make up the difference. So okay, we'll do Fiery Bolt. I thought that said 0 for a second. I was like, uh-oh, that's bad. Now, who had all these damn orbs? Didn't somebody pick up some orbs? Oh no, Amiri picked up an orb. You have an orb. All right, you're gonna play an Orb of Fire. That'll help on both checks. And then didn't Kira find an orb? I guess not. I guess you can just play a blessing. 96%. All right, that'll just, you know, no. 96% is just, I'm making all these loose rolls. I'm done making loose rolls. Let's pop the guidance on here. Let's make sure I make this check. Okay, it didn't make a difference, but it was kind of close, you have to admit. I have a chance of getting a combat spell. That would be nice if I did. Ooh, this is a nice low recharge. I like that. I guess it is only a deck 1 spell. Okay, here comes the second fight. Wand of Enervation's actually not bad. I guess I'm gonna use it here. So, that happens. Now we're gonna pop the wand. Lower the difficulty a bit. Then, I don't think I need this teleport, honestly. So I'm gonna just discard it for now. It'll come back in with Papa Xantus anyways. Harsk, continuing in as a support role, 99%, there we go. Now this is gonna be an intelligence or arcane 11 check, right? Because of those 2 hounds. So this is not guaranteed. Am I willing to risk a 5% chance of failure? Yeah, I'm starting to run low on blessings. Alright, luckily I made it through. And we closed another location. So I've used up a third of the time to close 2 of the locations. I'm on the cusp of closing a third. I think I've got a chance of making it this time. Oh, I lost the recharge there. Oh no, that's too bad. Okay. So that's done. Kira's up. Let's take a quick gander. What's going on? So we've closed 2 locations. Ezrin's sitting on top of an enchantress, and then there's a henchman on top of that. So he's gonna have to deal with that. And Sila's still at the shrine. Who knows what the fuck is going on there? So I'm starting to get to the point where I might actually be able to close the, block the villain in the same place. I'm hoping that the villain's actually like near the bottom of his location, so that when he shuffles his deck after being undefeated the first time, I don't have to go through too many more cards to get to him. What's happening over here? There's an Orb of Storms. Oh right, there's an Orb of Storms there. It was seen but not picked up yet. All right. So Divine 8. I don't think I have enough blessings that I can afford to just drop them like they're hot. We're just going to take our 60% odds of getting this thing. Alright, got lucky and picked it up, which is very nice. Now, I have to save this blessing to close the location. And I got a whole bunch of weapons, which is something. And you've got Pallegina, which you can't pick up. Can you do anything else useful? Well, Harsk can take a turn at the garrison. Sione, who's coming here, could actually get Pallegina, and Pallegina's a nice pickup. It'd be nice to have a healing card. So I think it actually makes sense to not waste Pallegina, since Harsk does have something perfectly useful to do. Alright, Throwing Axe. It's a garbage card, but he doesn't mind picking it up and shooting some arrows with it. Also, I think I have to bury it now because of full packs. Yeah, okay. So there's that, too. And we're done. Scout it up. Magic leather armor. Not that great, but there's my Crown of Charisma for closing the location, which is nice. Let's get some value. Come on. Yes. All right, I dodged 2 of the blessings of the 3 in this place. It's very good. There's an ambush. God, that is a hard check to make. With a -1 roll and everything being harder, I'm going to have to fail this. I just think it's way too difficult to make this check, and I don't have that many resources. I do have this Unity of Lamashtu, which will add 3 dice to check to defeat it. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why am I so stupid? I needed to defeat that ambush because I forgot about these blessings that get shuffled in now. Oh, I forgot about that completely. Alright, well, so this is going to be a difficulty 18. 16, really? Oh, did I actually make the wisdom check? Maybe I made it. I don't know. I thought I failed the check, but anyway. So let's recharge away your dagger, and you can play an Orb of Storms here. 90, that'll have to do, pig. That'll just have to fucking do. And here's the stealth check. I'm gonna Hail Mary this because it's nice if I don't have to face off against the henchman. And 41%, it's not that bad. I mean, it'll happen sometimes. There you go. Okay, so Scylla avoids the extra fight. Now, do I go again? I think I can go again. I've got this shot glaive I can throw away if I find a blessing. Fire Sneeze. God, this thing, it's very, very good in the base set. It's a D12 combat skill, but D12 is not actually that good anymore. I don't know if I'm actually going to keep it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pop Pallegina. And I guess I'm done. Alright, so there's the third blessing. So there's like a Desna, a Caden Kalian, and then that Aurori that I just moved aside. Ooh, nice. Saving this. I don't know if I'm going to get back to it with this hand of weapons, but whatever. Alright, Amiri's up. What is this? Nethys. I don't have any of those yet. Mercenary. That's a big one. Let me think about this. I'm going to have to fight the Hound after this. Is this the time I cash in on my armor? Or I have to save the Sage to close the location with. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cash in. I'm going to discard the sword. Harsk will shoot a blessing. And then for the Hound, I'm just going to bury the armor. And regret that I don't have another armor. So this is, I mean, at least this has the advantage of, you know, should I just shoot another arrow here? Yeah, you've got plenty of cards, Harsk. You can shoot another arrow. I need to save the spyglass, of course, and a weapon. So I failed this, but now instead of having to bury the armor, I can just recharge the armor. And I get to draw a card, which could be something. Okay, Great Club +3. Am I willing to discard it to explore again? Okay, this is a D8 +2. This is a D10 +3. Yeah, this Impaler is just not as good as that Great Club. I'm going to just discard the Impaler because I don't need both of them. And I need to make some more forward progress. Skinsaw Ritual. Alright, so we're going to have to fight this thing. I don't know if I'm going to have to fight the Hound of Lemashtu. No, I don't, because it was from a barrier. It wasn't from a location. All right, so that happened. Ezrin's got this stupid enchantress lady. I mean, I can block one of the damages with the Sahedron Medallion, but no, I'm just gonna have to pay for my mistakes and waste the Sleepless Detective. I could have just very easily waited until my turn ended and the enchanter went back on top from the Medusa mask to do this, but I think this is worth it because what I can do now is fight this Hound and I'll just fail this check. Or make it. Nice. That's actually good because this is a pretty damn hard check. Now I can go ahead and use a Flask of Shock and a Lightning Bolt and have a pretty good chance of just beating this guy up. Anybody got like an orb or something for me? No. No. Okay. But this is a rechargeable one, so let's use it. I might have actually needed that. So, it is a shame that Ezrin did not use his resources in the optimal way here. And I would have liked to have that Sleepless Detective still. But at least I'm closing another location, which is really good. Now for this stealth check, I'm just going to invisibility to auto-succeed at it. If you really wanted to metagame it, I guess you'd want to give Sione an invisibility as well. Ooh, Orb of Runes. That might actually be handy. First of all, let me reveal it to get my invisibility guaranteed. And now this is actually helpful because it helps me close the location. Now 83% is of course not nearly good enough. So someone's gonna have to help, and I guess that someone is Sione. She's pretty hale and hearty. So I have a 1 in 144 chance of failing that. Now we close this location. And I have to decide if I want to hang on to this or use it to get a spell back. It would be nice to get back Force Bolt or Augury. But my turn ends! Because I made this wisdom check. Nice, look at that skill feat. So yeah, my turn would have ended. But now I get to decide if I want to recharge this robe to get back Augury. Well, let's take a look at where I am. Interesting. So what I could do is a couple of different things. I could haste over here and go to the Shrine of Lemashtu and try to augur it to find the henchman or villain there. Or I can go to the prison after Sione comes there. Yeah, let's let Sela deal with the shrine. Let's have Ezrin move this way so that he can actually get closer to these other places that might need to be pile driven. So yeah, I'm gonna haste at the end of my turn, and I do want to augury the prison. Although there's no reason to do it now, is there? Because it just recharges and then I get another card in my hand, so I don't draw any extra cards this way. Yeah, let's do it. Let's discard haste to go this way. And that actually was a slight mistake, wasn't it? Because I should have actually gone to the Thessalonian dungeon instead. I believe when it's closed, it still has its effect. It's also adjacent to the prison that I'm heading towards. And I could have maybe gotten some more, drawn some more cards off outside of my turn. Granted, I'm not exactly sure how many spells I would have been playing outside of my turn. I don't know that I have that many spells to play here. Yeah, I wouldn't have had any spells to play anyway. Alright, so Sione's up. What she's going to do is go to the prison and try to get Pallegina. Diplomacy 5. Well, I have a 9 in 10 chance of getting it. Nice. Alright, so we get to do a bit of healing. What are her cards? Oh, just a barrier card. Shoot, I forgot about that. Well, so I could either bury a Sahedron Medallion. No, that's not right, is it? Sahedron Medallion, burying that? That can't be right. No, I'm gonna have to just bury Pallegina herself. That kind of sucks. Let's discard one blessing to go again. And then I can use Papa Xantus. Okay. Well, that kind of wastes Ezrin's haste, I guess, because now he's sort of in the middle of nowhere. And he's gonna come here and then nothing will happen. Alright, we're just gonna do this wisdom check. We're gonna botch it. And then I'm gonna, I suppose, play a Scorching Ray. Sweet 31% odds. Okay, Harsk no longer needs the Crown of Charisma because this place is about to be closed. 72%. Jeez. She needs to hang on to a blessing to close her location. There's not a lot of blessings out here. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, I guess she's going to use her own blessings. There we go. Hopefully 94% does it. That actually was kind of close. So let's recharge the Scorching Ray. Now I have to fight another Hound. This is so annoying. And fail another Wisdom check. So I'm going to have to spend a blessing to close what normally would be an auto-succeed. Let's pop this necklace. 37%? Really? Alright, I guess Harsk's giving up a spyglass. I like to keep the brooch so he doesn't have to fight the henchman. She has a Sahedron Medallion, so I don't mind if I fail as long as it's not, like, utterly, because I could use the Sahedron Medallion to block the damage. Let's try recharging this thing. I might actually end up banishing it. Uh-oh. I'm going to banish this because my recharge check is a 13 instead of a 9. Ooh. Do I use one of my 3 remaining blessings to save my Necklace of Fireballs? Nope. Well, I'm hoping that it's not in vain. Okay, I got lucky. I got really lucky that I managed to recharge that, but it would have all been in vain, and that would have been absolutely just devastating. Anybody got a... No. Nope. Okay, so Amiri's got 11 cards left. I guess she'll use a Blessing of the Gods here. 94%. It's not good enough. Kira can't use her blessing. I guess Scylla has to use this, even though it's not a very good use of it. I needed to make sure that that closed. It just had to close. Okay, so do I have an ally in my discard? On closing, you may shuffle an ally from your discard pile into your deck. I should be able to do that, right? Oh, come on! What a rob! Okay. Well, let's take a quick look at the situation here. So first of all, we're definitely going to pop a Xantus. No reason to wait on that. I'm actually rolling something other than ones. All right, now Sione just picked up 2 scryings, so I gotta really look carefully where I want to scry. Here, I don't want to undo that. Here, I kind of want to get this armor off first. Here, I could definitely scry, and then Amiri's location. There's a 75% chance to find the henchman or villain there. I mean, I'm down to half the time. I gotta just take some risks. So I'm hoping the henchman or villain's not at the very bottom here. That would suck if it were. And that's exactly what it was. Wow. Alright, so it at least gets shuffled. Obviously, it would have been better not to be shuffled, so I could have actually just left them on top. You know what? I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. I'm gonna just do that again. I feel like that's the place where I can make the most impact. There's a 75% chance. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, God. So what were the odds on that? It was like 1 in 16 that would happen. Fuck. All right. Well, so that's that. Good use of those blessings, or those scries. I did pick up a blessing here. Which do I value more? The Calistria Favor or the Milani Regular? Well, they're both from the base set. I guess this is Dexterity or Wisdom. This is just Dexterity, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I think the Favor aspect is not as valuable to me as the Flexibility. There's an Ogre here, which I'm fine with, so I'm going to use McMurrian's Club here. I'm going to discard the other weapons. Yeah. To hopefully kill this Ogre, and then I heal a card, so it's not even that big of a deal. And then as for this, I think I'm going to use it again. I can cash out the armor later, but I've got the armor and the Sahedron medallion, so it's like I might as well just get rid of my excess weapon, which I don't need, and I'm covered in case this fails really horribly, because I can just use Sahedron medallion plus the armor to block the damage, or like in this case, I get lucky and I win, and I heal a card. Okay, so I can, oh, that's nice. I can get a blessing back. Cool. Okay, can I do that, please, game? Huh? How about it? How about it goes back in my hand? All right, so I guess I'll discard it to go again. Cave bear. Jesus, this thing's huge. Mother of mercy. Can no one? Oh, no, hang on. Okay, I was like, first again, can nobody help? Pharasma, Shellin, Fire Sneeze. All right, we're gonna add a D4 with Fire Sneeze. I guess I'm gonna get rid of this Brooch of Shielding, good as it is. Yeah, we're gonna just roll for it. Hopefully it doesn't fail horribly. Good. It didn't fail horribly. I don't think I need to flip a card to save Fire Sneeze, so we'll just take my chances with it. And then there's this thing. So the question is, what do I do? Well, one thing I could do here is I could just reveal this and not discard a card. If I roll really lucky, I can get close enough to block the damage, otherwise I'll just bury the armor. This is a good time to cash out my armor, so I'm just going to make this roll. It's a shame that Harsk is out of arrows to shoot. Okay, so this is 6 damage. What can I do? I can block 2 and 4. All right, okay, that's fine. So we'll recharge that, and then I'll discard that. And then I'm probably not going to recharge this because it's harder by 4. Yeah, so that's okay, though. I made it some pretty significant progress through this place, and reinforcements are coming, so I should be all right. All right, so Harsk is up. Guess we're just going to do this, and then I have to bury this armor, unfortunately. I don't think I want to bury my weapon. So that's that, and then we scout this place. It would suck if the villain was here. I'd be kind of annoyed, honestly, because that would be the hardest one to defeat. This thing. That's not good. That's a rough one. Oh, boy. Alright, so she's up. Alright, so this thing goes to the bottom again. And I guess I'm exploring. Hand chopper. Oh, God. Alright. I mean, I gotta at least try. This is a good one to make. I do have a no, I don't. Oh, yeah, I do have a dexterity blessing. And I guess I can use this, and this is a recharge. So we're gonna go all out here, but I really need to make sure I make this so that I don't shuffle away those scouted blessings. What do I want to get? Suppose maybe an armor? In the short term, that's the most useful thing I can get, as long as it's not a shield. It's a shield. Alright, well, what kind of a shield are we looking at here? Limit of fire by 2. Fuck, this is awful. Alright, well, so we're gonna just recharge that to heal a card. I'm gonna strategically discard one of my weapons. Okay, it's the Scribbler. Interesting. Interesting. I've got to really think about what I want to do now. I don't want this shield, that's for sure. I don't need 2 weapons. This is a D8 plus 2. This is a D10 plus 1 with a reroll. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Warhammer. Got an armor and a fire sneeze and some blessings. Okay, now let's take a look at how we can potentially win this situation. I really regret that Ezrin went down instead of over, because I actually want somebody to come over here and help Sayoni. After she attacks the Scribbler on her next turn, was it 10? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, she only gets 1 more turn, so she can defeat the Scribbler, and then he's going to stay where he is. But then somebody needs to come over and explore after she's done. Sayoni doesn't have haste. Ezrin's used up all of his striding and his hasting. Oh my god, am I just going to fail this scenario? What's the way that I win? What's the way that I win? Alright, I think the only way that I can win is by... Well, what I can do is I can have Amiri not close the town square, and then hope that the villain lands in the town square. I mean, that's got to be it, right? That's just got to be the best move I can make. So that means that Amiri now needs to just get through as much of this shit as possible, but not close the location, because she doesn't want to close it. She wants the villain to be here. So I'm going to use this coal of Uncanny Discernment. Alright, so there is the henchman there. Okay. But I don't actually want to close this place. I mean, this is a big moment. Do I commit to this plan or not? This is a very, very big moment if I commit to this 50-50 type of plan. Amiri would then have a 1 in 4 chance. Well, she can keep discarding cards to explore, I guess. And someone else can join her, too. Hars can come in, for instance. Oh, God, it sucks that Ezrin and Sione got so stranded. And that one moment where I moved Ezrin down instead of over really changed things, because Ezrin could have gone in and at least checked the Shrine of Lemashtu one more time. Okay, I guess I accidentally accepted that, so we're sticking with the plan here. We're going to roll that. Failing. And I'm not going to fight the henchman. Of course, now the henchman comes up to the top, now that I don't want him there anymore. Amiri can run up, because she's not going to be closing the location, and she can pull Sione in. So then Sione and Amiri can both come down and explore this place, and that way, if I win the coin flip and the villain ends up in here instead of ending up in there, then I can potentially win. I think that's got to be my best chance. Of course, Kira needs blessings. Oh god, I've used up all of Kira's blessings. She has just one. She needs 2. She needs 1 to temp close the first time, and then she needs another to temp close again. So she needs to draw a blessing at the end of her turn, which she should be able to do. So I guess that's not really a big issue. She does have more blessings, right? Kira, you got enough blessings, hopefully. Alright, so it's Amiri's turn. There's a henchman on top here. I don't want to do this. Should I discard any cards? Well, it doesn't really matter what cards I have because anything can be discarded to explore. What is useful? I mean, getting the blessings would be useful, I guess. Yeah. Getting a Mako would be useful. Okay, so that means that I don't need... Okay, first of all, I gotta remember to go up here and pull Sione in. So Sione can be productive. Then I definitely don't need the Sage or the stupid headband. Got a weapon, because I'm gonna be the one who's actually killing the final villain. This is really hard. Oh my god, wait a minute. Ezrin, he's got Stride. Ah, okay. So with Ezrin, I could move here, stride over, and then move into the shrine as a backup plan. Okay. Okay, that's an idea. I can also go here and augur, which doesn't do me any good. Augury would have been good if I could have augured the town square. Man, this is so tricky. Well, if he doesn't go over, he's just totally useless is the thing. Okay, so that's it then. That's got to be the move. I'm going to recharge the robe to get back Stride. I'm going to move here. Now, if I had correctly moved to the Thassalonian dungeon to begin with, I could have actually had Ezrin fight the Scribbler and then get it out of the way right away instead of losing this turn. So that a missed turn could definitely cost me the game. Wait a minute. Before I do this, do I want to discard any cards? Is there anything here that I want? Haste. Haste would actually be good. It would give him extra explores in the Shrine of Lemashtu, I guess. So that might be a good thing to have. Staff of Heaven and Earth is obviously totally garbage. So I'm just gonna press the discard button, then I'm gonna stride over and try to recharge this. I will do this just to see what I'm getting, so I know which cards to discard. So I'm gonna draw that. I don't need this. Actually, I do need the Sage. The Sage gives me extra explorations, which I might need. Let's draw a card. Haste, okay. So I'm going to try to recharge stride. Not that it matters. And I fail. Oh, if it had been regular resident, I would have actually made that. Not that it makes a difference. Now I can actually haste again. Now, does that do anything? That I don't think actually does anything. I can just move there. I don't think there's any value to hasting there now, especially because each character has to fight a random monster. There's no point in fighting a random monster, so there's no point in going over there now. The question is, do I want to throw any cards away? Definitely the staff. That's just totally... I mean, no, that's garbage. And what else don't I need? I mean, I don't need Augury. I do need Augury. What am I talking about? After that place gets shuffled, I want to Augur and try to find the villain. So yeah, I definitely do need Augury. My hand size is what? It is an 8. I currently have 8 cards here. So the weakest link, I think, might be the Sahedron Medallion, because I shouldn't need to block any damage. And I have 3 combat spells. I don't think I need that many. So I'm going to get rid of an Acid Arrow, and I'm going to hang on to as much extra exploration as possible. Okay. So now, Sione's up. What she's got to do is go over here and be ready to temp close. I am going to discard the Medallion and the Mage because they're not relevant, and they are not cards that I want to banish to close the town square. No, I'm not closing the town square. What am I talking about? Why am I here? Why am I here with Sione? I shouldn't be here. Well, I guess I'm getting into position to explore this place after, hopefully, the... yeah, frickin' whatever. Okay, so Kira's up. If I close right now, then I don't need to close later. So I am going to actually just do this major cure here. Because if I close it now, I'm only going to need to banish 1 blessing instead of having to banish 2 blessings, like 1 to close when Sela goes and 1 when Amiri goes. So I think it just makes it a little bit more safe. Favor of Lemashtu. This is a pretty good one. So basically I can play a Blessing of the Gods to just... I get 2 dice because it's a Milani on top, and trade it for a Favor of Lemashtu, which makes no sense because then I'm going to have to banish this to... yeah, no, that makes no sense. Okay, I guess we're just going to be done here. I'm going to get rid of this bastard sword because I've got the club. Wait, do I even need... hold up, do I need any... no, I don't need this club anymore. I'm just a closing monkey here. So I'm just going to... okay, so there, I got another couple of blessings. Okay, we're fine. Alright, Harsk. Oh, yes, he can move. What can that do for him? I believe the answer is Jack Squattin' Dickerdoodle. Do I want to explore this? No, I definitely don't want everybody fighting fucking zombies, so that's totally pointless. He can go here and he can be a closing monkey, but I think it just actually makes a lot more... wait a minute, this place is down to just 3 cards? Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe the right approach would be to close neither of these places. Only temp close the garrison, and have both of these places be open so that it's less likely that the villain ends up in the Shrine of Lemashtu. But the problem with that is if I do that, I lose 2 blessings, so I have fewer total turns, and the Shrine of Lemashtu is not that bad. It's going to have 5 cards in it, and I'm going to get to Augury for a 60% chance of finding him. Should I just reverse my strategy? Oh my god, this is a shit show. Should I reverse my strategy? Maybe it's better to reverse my strategy. I mean, if the villain guarantees ends up here, I have a 60% chance of finding him with Augury, which is better than the 50% chance that I have of him going in here and potentially having to fight the... yeah, I think actually I just want to change my mind about this. Unfortunately, the Cape of Escape does not let me fight the villain right now. Crap. Ah, god, that's annoying. God darn it. Honestly, yeah, no, okay. So I guess it's just a matter of what I want to banish. I think I've gotten stuff the whole time. I don't think there's anything... like, I picked up Fire Sneeze, I picked up some items. There's nothing I can really banish and expect to, like, get back an item of my choice from the box right now. So I actually don't really want to banish any of those cards. Harsk, though, I don't mind banishing a Cape of Escape. So yeah, I'm going to actually just put Harsk here and let him be the one to close this place. Do I want to do it by doing this now? No, there's no point. It's the exact same damn thing. Right, so there's no point. So I just gotta, I guess, manipulate his hand. I guess we will... get rid of the cape, which is worthless, and this, which is worthless. We'll keep everything... oh, the Black Arrow Ranger is worthless, and we'll keep everything else. And get a bunch of other stuff that's also worthless. Alright, cool. So, are we ready to fight? Everyone's in position, yes. Kira's got at least 2 blessings, yes. Okay, great. I don't want to get rid of Saren Rays, because I've definitely found blessings this time. So I guess we're going to get rid of these, which is a shame, because I like that one. But it's not the end of the world either. So Seela's up. We're going to do it like this. Go. And fight the Scribbler. Okay. So we're fighting a random monster. This should not trigger the Hound of Lamashtu because it's not from a location. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's actually do some closings here. So Harsk is going to get rid of... Oh, I got rid of his shitty items. Whoops. Oh god, I'm so stupid. And if I banish this, I'm not going to get it back because... I picked up Palagina this time. Crap. I forgot to keep a crappy item. I'm not quite ready to get rid of this Deathbane light crossbow, I don't think. Yeah. Shoot, that was silly of me. I guess we're getting rid of the Black Arrow Ranger and the Fox. And neither one of them is like that amazing, so that's how it's gonna have to be. Okay. So now Kira has to banish a blessing. It's gonna be this one. Because I want to save the ones that are rechargeable for her. And we've got to close this place by killing a bandit henchman. Oh, that's annoying. That's extremely annoying. Alright, let's whip out this great club. 70%, huh? What is this? Shellin? Anybody got any of those? I don't think so. I mean, I definitely have to close this. I don't have any junk or anything. I guess we'll just play one of my blessings. We're going to do Unity for 2 extra dice. It's not 2 extra dice, really? Isn't that what it is? 2 extra dice? Oh, it has to be dexterity or wisdom. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Alright, well, I guess, do I have any incendiary cloud? Perfect. 93. Eee, still not quite good enough. Okay, I guess I'll use one of your Shellins, which is rechargeable. And we're gonna just roast this bandit. Okay. So now we gotta fight the Scribbler. But first, troll. Oh my god, are you kidding me? If it doesn't have the acid or fire. Well, I don't care if it's defeated or not, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, I really just couldn't give any less of a shit if this thing's defeated or not. So I'm just gonna let it be undefeated. And that's fine. 95% is good enough. Alright. Oh, Incendiary Cloud is up. Right, that actually means it was defeated. Now I have to fight the Scribbler, but I can't just go balls to the walls Dickens, right? Because I need to do it again. 33%. Oh, man, that's rough. Wand of Innovation's got to be saved for the next one, right? You've got some blessings. Well, you can actually use all of these. I have to save this one to banish. But, shoot. Oh, yeah, Harsk, you can help. Okay, so Harsk will, I guess, recharge this. And I guess we're going to bury this for 2 dice. 98%, okay. Wow, that was a lot of ones. A lot of ones there. So we lose 1 turn, so Harsk is not going to... Oh, no. We don't lose anything, because I actually ended up closing all the locations. Right. Okay, so everything got all shuffled up. Now, this is maybe a reason that I should have actually cast Haste and moved over. Yes, I would have had to fight a monster, but then I could have cast Augury right now and try to find the villain. As it is... if I explore again and find a blessing, it really sucks. But I gotta just make a little bit of forward progress while I can. Alright, we got a Cultist, which is... It's okay. Ezrin could have auguried that away. But, yeah. Now at least we got rid of it. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a Hail Mary here, trying to avoid fighting the, Hound. I really don't want to bury this armor yet. Anybody got, like, a dexterity? Yeah, we're kind of running low on blessings. Wait, no, hang on a minute. We gotta... No, this is only one. This is only one deck, because it's not a dexterity check. It's a stealth check. Fuck. Okay. Just out of curiosity, how much does 1 do? It goes from 41 to 79. All right, we'll spend 1 blessing there. Try to not have to fight this Hound. Okay, and then do I go again? If I find a blessing, I have to lose Fire Sneeze on the armor, but then I pick up the blessing. It's actually worth it. I'm gonna do it. And I can definitely kill the villain if I find him right now, so we're gonna do this again. It's a Blessing of Desna. All right, so it's not the end of the world. I will discard these 2 relatively marginal cards. And then I believe I automatically succeed at picking up a blessing. Yes. Now I cannot discard this one to explore because then there's still 2 blessings in here. I'm hoping that I scout either into the villain or I scout away a blessing. The worst thing would be to find this extra barrier. That's okay. All right, it's fine. This is a safe barrier, so Ezran's just gonna have to power through it. I think I might actually win this. Oh my mother-loving god, this scenario. So what happens now is Amiri has to keep a weapon because she has to kill that henchman. She is just gonna pass, and yeah, she's just gonna pass, and hopefully draw some useful cards. She drew nothing useful. Awesome. Then Ezran goes here. What he's gonna do is he's going to encounter this, fortunately, not very threatening barrier. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. That's obviously terrible. That's terrible. What? Oh, God, these are awful. Okay, so nothing here is good, so we're just going to let it go. Now I cast Augury, finding the villain, who was the next one anyways. But if it had been the blessings on top, this would have been great. It would have let me put the villain on top. And no one else can get here. Luckily, Ezran does have the ability to explore again, which he will. By casting haste, I guess. I can also use the monkey. Oh yeah, play 10 allies. Wow, how have I not played any allies? This is kind of silly. Let me just take a quick look, make sure everything's fine. Sione still doesn't have anything she wants to banish. Amiri has to close that place. Harsk will have to banish the fox. Okay. I think it doesn't really matter too much if I use the monkey or haste. So I guess I'll just use the monkey to make some progress on my daily challenge. And we're gonna fight this villain. Oh my lord. God, never want to do this ever again. This is just the worst scenario of all time. So we're going to recharge Shalelu because I can't use her for anything. Then I'm just gonna discard this Great Club and bury a Spyglass. Yep, that's that. To kill this bandit. Alright, then Harsk is gonna have to lose this trusty fox. Close the town square. Kira will rather tragically have to lose the favor of Lamashtu, which I so diligently picked up to close the cathedral. And I'm done closing. So now we're gonna encounter the Scribbler, thank you. And we're gonna have to fight some extra monsters. Now I will just use invisibility to evade the Iron Golem as Ezran. I see no particular reason why I should encounter that thing. This is actually a nice pickup. It helps me in the combat. It adds 2 to my combat check, so that's kind of cool. In fact, it lets me recharge invisibility, guaranteed. Look at that. Alright, and then Sela, who is just kind of caught in the middle here, also apparently fights. I don't know if it has to be the same one, or if it's, Oh, what? Oh, God. What? Oh, seriously? You've got to be fucking kidding me. That was ridiculous. Well, I'm lucky it was her and not Ezran, because I don't think Ezran has a Sahedron medallion. Oh my god, that could have potentially been real bad. I have to lose a blessing. Guess we'll lose the dumbest one. And now... What? Why am I facing off against the Iron Golem as Ezran? Oh my god. What happened? I evaded it! Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Am I gonna lose this because of this? Well... So basically, I can't use the attack trait because the Iron Golem's immune to the attack trait. So of all the monsters to pick, that's the one that happened. I guess we're gonna have to hope to get a high enough thingamadingaling to not have to take too much damage. Luckily, the top blessing is a blessing of Gorum. This is clearly what I have to use the Wand of Enervation on. I mean, clearly. Oh my god, this bug. If this makes me lose the scenario, I am gonna be so mad because I definitely deserve to win at this point, but unfortunately, The game decided to just totally dick me over. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, so as long as there's no other wacky bugs and I can just move on from here, we should be fine. I don't know why I'm making that recharge check. It's totally irrelevant. Can you please go away? Okay, thank you. God, Jesus, that was something else. All right, so reveal the robe. Play your Pharasma for 2 dice. Play your Milani for a die. Play your Pharasma for 2 dice. Play your Sarenrae and your Favor of Sarenrae and your Guidance and your Blessing. And I think it's actually better to shoot this. Yep. And we win. Holy motherfucking Moses. Wow, that was an hour and 5 minutes long. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And I'll see you back here soon with some more Pathfinder Adventures action. I think Ezran actually did survive that. He had 4 cards left in his deck. In the card game, you actually have to draw at the end of your turn after defeating the villain. I think you do. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought you did, so you could actually die after defeating the villain. But in this game, even if you were to die because drawing would empty out your deck, you don't. See, it didn't make me draw my cards. Okay. Well, that's that. God, what a painful scenario. Well, we got lucky. I found the villain late. It's actually very fortunate because Sela started in the location with the villain, and it's very lucky that she kept on not finding him. We got some loot. We got the Revelation Quill, I think. Don't we get and the Fanged Falcon, I guess? I don't know. And we got some armor here. This is fine. Oh, it's a light armor, which is kind of nice. All right. Do you get maybe a nice spell here? No, just a stupid ally. I'd so much rather get one of the deck 5 spells. Blizzard, the one deck 5 spell I do not want because it deals everybody cold damage. God damn it. Where's those sunbursts? Not here, apparently. Okay, well, there's the Revelation Quill. Very nice card, of course. Bury it to look at the top 5 cards of any location and reorder them. Super strong. Let's go ahead and rebuild the deck. So, the weapon. I actually just don't like this weapon. Honestly, I get that D4s roll, does 4s count as 5s or 6s, but D4 plus 2 just doesn't feel that good compared to most things you can have. I mean, I guess it's probably better than some of the crap I'm using. Like, this is a D8 plus 2. I guess 2D4 plus 2 is better than a D8 plus 2. This thing, D10 plus 1. I mean, these are starting to get a little bit weak. This is from the base set. I just love 2D4 plus 1 with a reroll. I'd rather have that than a 2D4 plus 2 and then the 4s counting as 6s. Great Club plus 1, I guess, is a little bit on the weak side. Alright, let's get rid of the Great Club. Let's take a look at everyone's weapons. Anybody got something shitty floating around here? Trident is a D8 plus 2. It's a D10 plus 3. This Flaming Mace is pretty weak. I'm actually going to get rid of the Bastard Sword, though, because sometimes the fire damage is still useful, so we'll just get rid of the Bastard Sword, and then give her the Great Club plus 1. Wait, isn't that the same thing? Well, it's crushing instead of slashing, so it's marginally better. Anyway, Volcanic Shield obviously is a shield, so it's garbage. Blessing of Desna's in here, that's terrible. Fire Sneeze is no good. We got some armor, so bolstering armor, I guess. I'll keep that over the lesser bolstering armor. And then that's obviously stupid. This will need to go to somebody. Who wants it? Well, you've already got a bunch of orbs. In fact, you can't even keep that one. Uh-oh. Okay, we can get rid of the wand at least. That's good. Does Ezran have a junk item? Oh yeah, the staff. It's so terrible. God, I hate that thing. Okay, so that's done. And then Ezran, I guess, can get rid of a Sage. Pallegina, would it? No, I don't want to have 2 Palleginas. This is like a special DLC pay-to-win card thing. I'm not going to use more than 1. Blizzard, I'm not going to use either. You don't need the Magic Leather. You don't need a Throwing Axe. And you don't need a Cape of Escape. Allies. Oh, I'm forced to do this. Okay. Kind of sucks. Alright, we can chill. What is this? Does this let you move? Yeah, you can actually move with this, which is interesting, but it doesn't... You see how good it was in that last scenario to be able to just block all the damage? Getting rid of that for some weird ability is not worth it. Should I actually hang on to lesser bolstering? Or nah, it's not whatever. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that'll do it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.